Two foundational Black Americans went to Africa. One was welcomed with open arms. The other was met with outrage. Same continent, same lineage, completely different reactions. Today's episode isn't about Tariq Nasheed or Ishowspeed. It's about perception, power, and who the world feels comfortable with as a representative of Black Americans. Let's talk about it. You are now tuned into SincereLuvDaGodCast.
Yo family, real quick, I'm proud to announce the soft launch of Sincere Love to God's new book, From the Womb to Illmatic, a hip-hop-inspired blueprint for unlocking your child's inner genius. This ain't your average parenting book, this is for the culture, inspired by Illmatic, built around his own son Seven's early development, and packed with real tools to help parents turn everyday moments into genius-level learning. If you've ever wanted to give your child a head start without losing your roots, this book is for you. Available now on Amazon. Order now and leave a 5-star review. You already know, we raising brilliance around here.
Hi, I'm Seven, and I'm the Super Harry. That means I ask big questions, I make big moves, and I come from something powerful. In this series, I grow through change, embrace my culture, and unlock the gifts that my ancestors gave me. These books are for kids like me, kids with heart, with pride, and with big dreams. Come join the journey. Collect all 4 Seven the Super Hero books and unlock your power. Available on Amazon and Kindle now. Order your copy today.
Here's the way it is. You live in direct relation to the poets, the heroes, and the sheroes you have. Always honor the elders. Then you honor yourself. Honor women. You honor yourself. Honor men. You honor yourselves.
All right. Welcome, family. Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, back in the house once again with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. What's going on with y'all?
I heard with y'all, it's cold.
Yes, definitely a little inclement weather taking place over here. You know what I mean? Georgia's doing what Georgia do right now.
Right.
It's just was raining, and so the temperature dropped below freezing. So we just got ice all over the roads and stuff like that right now.
They won't
So
close the schools or anything tomorrow or anything if
nah,
the ice
school's
is.
already closed. School's already
Oh,
closed.
wow.
Yeah, they stay ahead of stuff like that because they know that they're not really prepared to deal with this type of weather. You know what I'm saying? As far as having the
Mm-hmm.
ice trucks and all of that stuff prepared. And so I remember when I first came down here, it was a big winter storm, and kids were stuck on the school buses overnight. They were stuck at the schools and the after school programs and stuff like that overnight. And there was a lot of backlash from that. A lot of lawsuits and stuff came from that. And
What?
so now they take extra precautions. You know what I mean,
How they
but
gonna sue? People suing because what the?
yeah, yeah. But we all right, we chilling. We chilling. I'd rather be in this than what they dealing with in some other parts of the country. I know New
Right?
York, New York. Well, I don't even think New York got hit as bad. At least not New York City. I don't know about upstate, but it was definitely mad cold out there. I seen my little brother and them posting talking about it was 3-degree temperatures and all of that stuff up there. And so I'm
I
like,
wouldn't even
yeah,
go nowhere.
y'all can have it.
I wouldn't even go nowhere where it's 3 degrees.
Yeah,
Couldn't pay me. Couldn't pay me.
I'm just happy that at least we didn't lose power or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So we
Right.
chilling. We chilling, but you know, it'd be like the zombie apocalypse about to happen, man. You go in the grocery stores, you can't find a loaf of bread, a
I
bottle of water,
know.
nothing. You know what I
Remind
mean?
you of COVID. Remember when COVID first
Right,
started? You couldn't find tissue, paper towels, or nothing.
right, right. That's how it be down here. They be losing their minds. But we good. We chilling. I'm chilling in the house with
You
the
know
with
what's
the
funny
kids.
about that though? And I'm just gonna say from my family, not me, just the people that I know, right? During COVID, they went out there rushing to get water, food, and all these things, right? But we have earthquakes here. These don't even have an earthquake hit. Like I just be like, y'all priorities is so messed up. So what you gonna do in the event there's a nice little shaker?
Right, because a
Not
shaker could
anytime soon,
really
Lord, but
a shaker could really shake
man,
shit up. You know what I mean?
you hear me?
Yeah.
Like, and I had one family member tell me, well, we'll just come over there. No, I have enough for my home, for the people in my house. Yeah, no, 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 no. But they won't even have an earthquake hit.
All right. But I see y'all coming up in
Oh,
here
let me get on
quickly,
the
man. Y'all
chat.
know what
Get
to
on the
do.
chat.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button for us, family. Share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we live with another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Getting ready to chop up some good game like we always do at this time. Shout out to Braveheart Breeze in the building.
Peace.
Certified salute. She built
Be
journal in
built.
the building. What's going on, my brother Cool Keezy? Said it's 19 degrees in Denver today and it's
Mm-mm.
snowing. Folks is mad about the Broncos. Yeah, y'all got all kind of issues.
Ah,
Shout out to BA Moss. He said GA is on some BS right now. Crew Reality is in the building. B1 family. Shout out to First Work
first work
Media
media.
in the building on deck.
Peace.
Present and accounted for. Salute to you.
Black women stand
Uh,
up.
you got your tablet on or something? I hear myself
Oh,
talking.
my bad. Uh, Black woman stand up. Be one. Fam. LaRonda Hicks. Hello, family. Lord's child. The tethers are going crazy. Yes, they are.
Oh
When
man.
are they not? When are they
Oh
not?
man. Yeah. Wind chills were 25 in Chicago the other day. The Windy
Mhm.
City, baby. The
I
Windy
wouldn't go.
City.
Y'all got to catch me in the summer.
That's what I be saying. I come back and visit in the summer, man. Yeah. Yeah, but salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Shout out to some chick named Star in the
Hey,
building.
cousin.
Yes, indeed. I know we had a lot of trolls up in here last week, and
Lord.
a lot of our mods wasn't here, but appreciate Cool Keezy was holding it down.
Yeah.
I think Jesse did end up showing up and kind of holding it down, but people was hitting me up afterwards talking about, yo, y'all had to do something about them trolls. Where was y'all mods at? So I don't know what was going on. And
Yeah.
really, the thing with the trolls, as long as they're not getting too crazy, let them rock. You ain't gotta,
Right.
you ain't gotta block people and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. They're gonna do what they do.
We expect it.
Yes, indeed. Harlem, USA in the building. What's good? What's good? So yeah, man. Today we're gonna be talking about uh the tether class is having a totally different reaction to Tariq Nasheed's visit to the motherland
Right.
than they were having to the Ishowspeed African tour. I think he's still out there. Is Speed still out there?
The last place I know of that he went was Morocco, and I think that after the situation that happened in Morocco, they were saying that he was ending his tour because of the spitting and disrespect. So,
I'm not sure because after I saw that, but after that I saw him in Liberia. So I don't know if he's still touring the continent or
ooh,
whatever. But
speaking of Liberia, so you guys, I know that we spoke about this probably some months back, but Michael Blackson, remember he was supposed to build a school in Ghana, which is where he's from, and he ended up getting scammed out of the money.
yeah, yes.
Well, now he has a new he's building the school now in Liberia. He announced it I want to say sometime today or yesterday. yesterday he posted something about now it's officially going to be opening, but instead of it being in Ghana, he's going to be opening up a school. It's going to be free, and it's going to be in Liberia.
Where's that school, nigga?
Where's that school, nigga? Yeah, it says Liberia 2028. This free school will be open. I will break ground this year. Liberia to the world. The four flags mean something to me, and I have them at the school in Ghana as well. First in Ghana, my bloodline. Second is Libya that raised and fed me. Then Nigeria that disciplined me, and last but not least, the USA gave me the opportunity to be able to build these free schools.
Libya or Liberia?
I'm in Liberia. My bad, Liberia, y'all.
Okay, okay, okay.
Liberia, yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But hey,
So,
shout out to Michael Blackson.
yeah,
Shout out to Michael Blackson. Do your thing. Hopefully it's not a scam.
right. I mean,
But
your own country scammed you.
yeah, y'all do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all build that shit up. Get the people's minds right over there.
Right. And move
You know.
home and, and build, some opportunities for people to also make money. Get educated. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that, but, businesses and things like that and, build up your homeland.
Indeed. But that was interesting though. He said, and thank the USA for the opportunity to build schools in Africa.
Yeah, build basically the opportunities to be in a position to do it.
Okay,
Meaning,
okay. Yeah,
he's been
yeah.
eating here.
Right. He had to come over here to get elevated. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Understood. Understood. Again, shout out to that.
Yeah.
No hate
No hate.
at all. At
I
all.
think it's great. I wish that he was able to, finish his project in Ghana since he started there. It's unfortunate, that he got scammed, and he had to, push it, to 2028, break ground in a whole nother part of, the continent just to get what he's, sought done. So that part sucks, but at least he didn't give up. He's still pushing forward with it.
Mm-hmm. The infinite one lives said they just trying to find something to say about Tariq. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to get into the main topic in a little bit, but we'll touch on a few other things that's going on out here before we get into the main topic today. But again, as y'all coming up in here, make sure y'all hit that like button for us, family. Make sure y'all hit that like button for us and share this out. And so last week, we was talking about uh what's his name? Bird Bird song.
Oh yeah, bird song. I'm like, who?
Yeah, we was talking about Bird Song and the Black Panther Party and all of that stuff last
Hmm.
week. And people have still been talking about that. A lot of people have been still posting about this guy and a lot of different accusations about his background and stuff like that. And some of it, there's obvious things that can be substantiated. Some things people are just kind of throwing out there. I don't know what's what at this point. But to me, none of it really matters because it seemed like it's turning into people questioning whether or not he's authentically um, able to represent
The
the
Black
Black
Panther
Panther
Party,
Party or not.
and use that name.
Right. And my thing is, okay, whether he's certified by some real ones or not, that immigration shit that he's trying to get us on, that just ain't it. We just ain't on that.
That period. That's just it.
That whole rainbow coalition shit, you trying to resurrect that? You outdated.
And
That's
it makes you
yeah.
wonder who sent you. Because it's so outdated, because we've been talking about this for the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's like, where did you come from? Trying to
Hmm.
resurrect, some stuff we've clearly denounced.
Right.
Clearly.
Right. You see people ain't rocking with that shit, man. But so now he's trying to do some damage control. Let me flip the screen. Let me share the screen with y'all so y'all can see over here. I think I figured out how y'all YouTubers be switching the screen so fast. I'm on y'all ass now, goddamn it. I think I done
You figured
figured
it
some
out?
shit out. My screen is moving kind of slow, but I think I know what y'all be doing now. I'm starting to catch on to this YouTube stuff. But this is him. He's having some event out there
I wouldn't
um,
go.
in Philly, and he's going to be bringing out some of the OG Black Panthers and all of that to co-sign him. Well, let him speak for himself. Can y'all? This looks small on my side. Can y'all see?
I can see it, but it does look small too. Let me look on my iPad and see how it looks there.
Yeah, let me see. I want to know how it looks to the viewers because just the way this screen is set up on my side.
No, it looks good on the iPad.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Cool. All right, so let me play what he was talking about.
Is he saying anything? We can't hear him.
No sound?
No.
Oh, y'all don't hear
I
the
don't
sound?
hear it.
Let me know in the chat. Are y'all able to hear the sound from the video? Y'all should have been able to hear it. I could hear it on my side just fine. Huh?
No sound? No.
Oh, you playing it back on your
I'm trying to
phone?
let's see if I can hear it on my iPad.
You gotta go back some. You gotta go back some. Go back a little bit.
I want to know how it looks to the viewers because
Right after that. Oh, it was no sound.
there's no sound.
I don't even know what to do about that. Damn. Hold on. Shit. Somebody said the volume is very low. Was the volume low on the video, or is the volume low when we're speaking?
On the video.
Okay, people are saying no sound, no sound, no sound. No sound, no sound. Couldn't hear the video.
Yeah, it's the video.
I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why. Let me try something. And I was saying I probably wasn't going to be able to share the screen too much today because I'm using a different setup. My son got his studio equipment set up in here, and I ain't feel like unhooking all of his stuff to put my stuff up. So I'm using his computer, and I'm just not familiar with everything. But let me stop sharing this and see. Let me see if I could get this sound popping. Y'all bear with me, family. Bear with me for a second. Trying to get this popping for y'all.
Peace, Claire Stew. Welcome to the Godcast. I'm in LA too.
Let me test this real quick. Listen in on your iPad so we can see if there's volume.
Okay. See if I could get this sound popping. Y'all bear with me, family.
All right.
Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna get this popping for y'all. Peace, Claire Stew. Welcome to the Godcast. I'm in LA too.
All right. Let me see if you're able to hear that.
Okay.
Let me see. Bear with us, family. We're trying to get y'all right.
Bear with me, family. All right. Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna get this popping for y'all. Peace, Claire. Welcome to the Godcast. I'm in LA too. What to repeat?
I think so. You can't hear the video still.
You see, bear with us. I think it's delayed on my iPad.
I don't think. Damn. Super low.
Yeah, no. What to repeat?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to share the screen today, y'all. I don't want to.
The video still.
I don't want to waste too much time.
I think it's delayed on my iPad. Oops. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I can share the screen, but I don't know about the audio. So
Can you play it from your phone? Put it up to the mic, maybe.
I could do that. I could do that. Let me see. Let me see here. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put this on the screen so y'all can see it. But I'm gonna play the audio from my phone. How about that?
Yeah.
I'll have to do it that way today. So let me put this up here so y'all can see it. Come on. All right. So this is him. You can hear it?
It's choppy.
It's choppy. Am I choppy? Is
No, just that.
it should be good. I'm
Myself and the reputable, notable Black Panther Party elders, original Black Panthers from the 60s that will be there to sit down with us, talk with us, and
How
learn
about
with
now,
us, grow
family?
with us,
We're
and
using
also
Ustream,
learn with us and see
Brooke.
who we are getting.
How about now?
It sounds like it's a fan in front of it, and then he's trying to talk to it or something. It's still low.
Okay. Too low on the phone. Y'all could barely hear it.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Sorry
yeah.
about that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to get y'all
At
right.
the
But
end of the
anyway,
day, he's trying to get some reputables from PA, it sounds like, to I guess certify him.
yeah, they're having an event out there in Philly, I believe, and he's inviting everyone to come to the event. He's gonna have some of the original Black Panthers out there, and he said specifically for Huey P. Newton's niece. I know a lot of y'all saw the video
Mm-hmm.
with the sister who was saying she was Huey P. Newton's niece and she was going to be filing a cease and desist and all of that. Um, he had invited her to come. He had invited Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. to come and meet with him or meet with them so that they could see what the people who are certifying him and the tutelage that he's under and all of that. And so again, like I said, it turned into whether or not he's really a Black Panther or not. And
Right.
for us, that was never really the argument. That was never really the question. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who is this
Mhm.
nigga? Where'd he come from?
Right.
Yeah. We do have those questions. But at the end of the day, regardless, our thing is you out here fighting against ICE, standing with the immigrants and all of that, and trying to shame us for
For
not
not
being
doing.
with that, and that's the problem.
That's the whole problem right there. We don't care what organization you with. It didn't have to be the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It could have been the Birdsong Party. We don't care. We're not rocking with your message.
right, right. And that's exactly right because I seen someone else. Someone was defending the Birdsong dude, and he made a video. I don't know who this guy was either, but he was saying um, we don't need a new Black Panther Party. I'm a lion or something like that. And so we're gonna form the Lions. And black folks, we're in the forefront. We're the Black Lion, we're in the forefront. And my Latino brothers and sisters, y'all could be the Blue Lions, and my white brothers and sisters, y'all could
No,
be the Red Lion. And
battle.
we're gonna have all these different color lions, and we're gonna form under that. So we ain't gotta worry about no cease and desist from the who's a real Black Panther, who ain't a real Black Panther, and we go out here and fight these ICE agents. I'm like, nigga, sit
That
your
nigga,
ass
if you
down
don't sit
somewhere.
your ass down, sit down somewhere there. It's just our brother out here, Billion's godson, he actually did a live yesterday morning, kind of addressing it too, because he has some affiliations with different chapters of the Black Panther Party and other organizations doing community work here, and he's basically where we are. It really we're not, no one here is at liberty basically to say, if you are or aren't a Black Panther. That's really not what we necessarily care about. But what we can't rock with is, you standing or encouraging Black people to stand with ICE. That's basically the same
Stand
type of
against
time,
ICE, yeah.
Billions godson is on. He's like, we can't support that. Anything else
Right.
outside of that, that's on y'all. He said that he's gotten a lot of messages and calls and stuff like that, from some reputables, I guess, as well, who obviously do not support that message that he was putting out as well,
Hmm.
as it pertains to them, I guess, standing up to law enforcement and stuff like that. He was basically saying, basically, that's what they do too here, not in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get messy, it can get ugly, but you obviously need that type of time. When these people are terrorizing your community, you do need brothers out there standing up, to fight against that. But it's still a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that, I mean, just walking around up and down the street with your gun, screaming and hollering on a curb is just not, you
Yeah,
know, what you do,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, especially when you're having these on-camera encounters where you're trying to escalate the situations. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Because most of the time when you see these videos of him, the cops is kind of calm. The cops ain't even tripping,
right.
and
They're
you know
not
what I'm
even
saying?
aggressive.
Yeah, right. And he's just, yeah, I know my right. I can do what I want to do, and you better not come 8 feet from me. Da, 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 all this rah rah shit. I'm like, it's very oppy. You know what I'm
Very.
saying? And so at the same time, as we're saying, okay, look, this whole ICE situation ain't got nothing to do with us. We minding our business. That don't mean that we're necessarily in support of ICE like that either. Because I seen I don't know who this guy was. Somebody sent me a video. This guy that was on Sotnetter's channel, and he was talking about the FBA movement is turning into a pro-immigration movement. It's supposed to be about reparations, but now it seems like it's more of a anti-immigration movement, not a pro-immigration movement, but
Oh, okay,
a
okay.
anti-immigration movement rather than uh, reparations movement. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, foundational Black Americans again is a lineage. It's
Right. And we're pro us. That's it.
40
We
something
just,
million people.
right.
Some people are against ICE, some people support ICE.
Right.
We can't control what 40 something million people gonna
hmm
support and what they ain't gonna support. You know what I'm saying? But again, he's one of these people that he says he understands that it's a lineage and that it's not a group, but then his whole framing of the argument is about a group. Like
Right.
there's some ideology and something
Deception.
that, you know what I'm saying? Something that we're all supposed to be following. And it's like, dude, like you're not slick.
What it
Just like,
is, they're so used to us caping for everybody that the fact that we're not anymore and foundational Black Americans are just, prioritizing our lineage over politics, everything, they are literally going crazy and they make up things that have never been said at all, by anybody that we know of, what I'm saying, other than
mm-hmm,
tethers and stuff like that. They're making up things that no one has ever said with that's truly in the lineage and truly about the real messaging.
mm-hmm,
They're
or,
making it up.
yeah, or they'll take, what a couple of people are doing online and attribute that to this made up group in their mind or whatever the case may be. And it's also like, the insinuation that people can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we could get these tethers up at the paint and still stay focused on reparations. You know what I'm saying? Many of us are still doing that.
I mean, Brooke is in the chat right now. And for them, they're in New York. Why don't you guys know about Brooke? Because she's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So why haven't them New Yorkers got behind someone who was out there fighting for reparations in their backyard? You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to
Because
Sister
he's
Brooke.
saying the framing of that message was it's no longer about reparations. That's a lie.
Mm-hmm. 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 And you talking about the dude that I was saying that was on the
You know,
Sotnetter thing, right? Yeah.
right. Consider, yeah, you guys are in New York.
Right. And that's the thing. Everybody keeps having these people on who have these bad faith arguments against foundational Black Americans, against the delineation movement, but they're never bringing anybody on from the real grassroots to speak for, you know what I'm saying, who could really
Right,
articulate what's going on out here. Just
right.
like I saw the EYL dudes, they recently had the Vic Mensa dude on there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
rapper that's from Chicago out there. And I wish I could play videos for y'all today. I wish I could share
Yeah.
the screen and play the videos today because I wanted to play that clip. But they got Vic Mensa on there, and he's talking about uh, why he's against the FBA thing and all of that, and uh, he's going with the whole both sides are being manipulated by the media, and this is a whole media play, and the powers that be want to keep us separated. So the whole FBA movement is coming from the top to keep black Americans and Africans separated because they know that the Africa they have the fastest growing population numbers, and Black Americans have the most cultural influence. And so the last thing they want is us two linking up. So they comprised this whole FBA lineage movement to try to thwart that unity.
I
That's
just
his
wish that
argument.
someone can tell me when you know the diaspora has been united and unified with foundational Black Americans.
They're not even united over there.
There, right,
Why don't y'all worry about it? They so focused on us. They don't mention anybody else. It's
right,
always Black Americans. They're not talking about why they're not linking up with the Caribbean, why they're not linking up with Black people, in South America or Brazil or
right,
whatever. It's always Black Americans. Like, what? Don't worry about us. We good
right,
because we're the only ones that actually have tried exactly what y'all suggesting should be done. We were the only ones that were on that type of time.
and they know it.
Nobody else was on that type of time ever. You know what I'm saying? And so we done. We done.
And
So don't.
again, they have never reached back, and grabbed our hand. They've never reached back to grab our hand. It's always what they can get from us here.
Mm-hmm.
And not just get from us here, even if we're sending it back there. You know what I'm saying? With all those donations and things like that, even if it is run by white people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we can go to our celebrity class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can go back to the 1930s, when foundational Black Americans was trying to, help them folks over there fight a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. We not done enough?
Yeah, we did
We
the
not be
most.
tired?
We have done the most to no avail. You know what I'm saying? And so we just simply ain't on that no more. But that's the thing. They keep bringing these people on with these bad faith, tired ass arguments, but they never bring anybody on to
From
counter
the
that
lineage.
bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To counter that bullshit, to speak truth to power. You know what I mean? And then they running high because you ain't gonna see Vic Mensa really challenge nobody. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? With them bullshit ass arguments, they all say the same things.
Literally. That's
You
how
know what
you
I'm
know it's from
saying?
the top. That's how you know that's from the top, not what we're talking about. That's how we know that's from the top.
They all say the same exact things, but that definitely ties into what we're talking about today. We comparing the different reactions from the tether class with Ishowspeed's visit recently to the motherland, the mother continent, Africa. With Tariq, is Tariq still over there now?
Yeah, he's still there. He's still in Senegal.
Yeah, with Tariq's visit to Senegal, the reaction has been very different. You know what I'm saying? From what I've been seeing from the tether class specifically, that's what we're talking about. And so that's the main thing that we wanted to talk about today. Um, but like you said, it's only this whole unity thing whenever there's something for them to benefit from it,
Right.
right? And so I show speed is a good example because I don't know when he was in Liberia. I don't know if that's where he's at now, but he was over there in Liberia recently. And I wish I could play this video. Let me show it to y'all at least.
Mhm.
This was hilarious. I know y'all ain't not going to be able to hear it, but let me show this to y'all at least so y'all can have the visual.
Get the visual.
Yeah. But he went over there to Liberia and they was telling him, hey, uh, you know, back in the 1800s, there was a lot of Black Americans that left America and came over here. This is how Liberia was founded. Da, 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 da. They gave him that whole rundown. And then they said, and these guys right here, they got the same last name as you. These are your ancestors right here. These are your ancestors right here. So this guy's telling them, yeah, my name is Watkins. My family came from Ohio. We from Ohio. We we your family. That's what they telling him right here. We your family, man. We got the same last name as you. We from Ohio. You know what I mean? Welcome home. I want you to put on these garments and come join us. And
Mm-mm.
look, and look, Speed, again, like you said, Speed right now, he's part of the celebrity class, basically. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? He's a young streamer out here doing his thing. He traveling the world, living his best life. You know what I mean? Streaming people, showing different cultures all around the world, not just Africa, but all around the world. And he's having different experiences and he's living and he's learning. But he don't know the history like that.
No.
So everything that they're telling him, he's like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh, word, black people came out here from America in the 1800s. oh, this is my family. Y'all got the same last name as me. But he keeps asking them, what part of Ohio are you from? And they never answer that question, by the way.
Cause he lying.
Because they lying their ass off. They talk about they came from
Lying.
Ohio. So about, yeah, our name is Watkins. We from Ohio too. You our cousin. Hey cousin. They hugging him up and everything. You my cousin. This kid right here, I don't even think he speak English. Only thing he kept saying was yeah. He kept saying yeah. He said, "What part of Ohio are you from?" Yeah. You my cousin? Yeah. Your
He
last
seen
name
Ohio
Watkins?
on TV.
Yeah. They all kept saying they was from Ohio and they was his ancestors and all of that. And for Speed, this is content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He
This is
coming back home.
this is content. And also he could be a little bit naive and gullible also. You know what I'm saying?
He's young. He's a kid.
He could be a little bit naive and gullible. He doesn't know, you know what I'm saying, the history or whatever case may be. So anything you tell him, he's like, oh shit, oh damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool. That's good information right there. What's up, Unc? Let me get a plate of that bush meat.
This is
Not,
You know what I'm saying? And so they weaponize these type of interactions that Speed is having over there on the continent to say, see, Africa do got love for Black Americans. Look how they treating Speed. Look how much love Ishowspeed is getting on the continent. We told you there's no anti-Black American sentiment to African culture. They love Black Americans over there. They're using him to try to promote Africa's good image, try to clean up Africa's image because we done told the truth about they get down.
not just that. Now that you have a Ishowspeed and even Tariq over there, we see what your homeland look like.
I
We
mean,
see
we
what it
been
look like
new.
too. I mean, we've been new, but I'm just saying, they get over here and lie and tell you it's Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You know what I'm
not really
saying?
news to us. It's not really news. The thing is, that's that they always try to make it seem like because we represent who we are, that means we're against Africa or that we're against Africans, and that never was the case. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That's just a lie that they
confused.
tell themselves.
I'm confused by this person up in the chat, Range Rove, talking about show us our LinkedIn. What does your LinkedIn or what your a person's job, a career have to do with tethering or non-tethering?
I don't even. What happened? What about
He's
LinkedIn?
saying show our link. You quick to call us tethers, but you won't show your LinkedIn. Mexicans, um, and what else? I lost my little spot, but basically are doing better than us. Everybody says that, yet you always worried about us. If you guys are doing so much better, why the are you always worried about Foundation of Black Americans? Go be better.
Yeah, go be better.
It makes no sense.
because all we said was hold your own nuts.
That's it. Like,
What
just be better.
what's the problem? What is the problem with holding your own nuts if y'all so much better? What y'all need us for? Why y'all want us to
Right.
fight ICE?
With all these fake degrees and stuff y'all got that's been exposed.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah. The rug is being pulled out from up under y'all because that whole manufactured lie about y'all doing so much better and this model minority myths and all of that stuff is being exposed because a lot of the programs and set asides and all of those benefits that unearned benefits that y'all been getting is drying up on y'all ass, and we not here to fight for it for y'all.
Exactly. You got
So
yourself in this mess. You got to get yourself out because you didn't share with us.
yeah, now it's all eyes on us.
Right. You didn't share with us when the getting was good.
Now it's supposed to be unity amongst the diaspora and black and brown and all that. No, 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 no,
Mm-mm. And you know
no.
what's also funny is most of the people that you see complaining, even about Tariq being over there, they're either here in the US or in the UK.
Or they in
They've never
Greenland some
been,
damn where.
they've never been to the diaspora or they ain't never going back.
FBA is just jealous of Africans because they look better. Okay,
Okay.
that's just a trollish comment right there.
Yeah, it really is.
That's just a trollish comment right there. But yeah, and so now again, like I was saying, I don't know if I was finished kind of framing everything, but I was saying how the I Show Speed trip has been weaponized to try and delegitimize the truth that we speak, our argument that there is anti-Black American sentiments within African culture, and that Pan-Africanism has always been a one-way street and all of that. They try to use the Ishowspeed trip and him being embraced over there as proof that what we're saying is a lie, right? And so then when Tariq goes in there, they immediately go on defense. Just his presence alone. Because if you notice, Tariq hasn't made any negative posts since he's been over there. He hasn't been making any negative posts about Africa or trying to shit on them or, anything like that.
Nope.
He's just posting what's going on his trip.
That's it. Taking photos, showing us some of the statues and, what I'm saying, some of the exotic animals that we typically do not see here unless we go to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like seems a very chill trip to me.
Right. And so I just want to show y'all the different reactions now, because the same people that was so happy and excited to show you, Ishowspeed's every move that he was making out there. When Tariq makes a post just standing in front of a tree, y'all get in the comment section throwing hissy fits. So Tariq, every time he posts something from his trip over there, if you go through the comments, let's just look and see. Let me see what they talking about. My thing is kind of scrolling slow. I don't know why, but y'all rock with me. Oh, look, and somebody made my point right here. Shout out to who is this? At Modest Soleil. Said this man haven't made any negative posts and these tethers are still mad.
Still mad.
One minute they say you need to go to Africa, and when you do, it's still a problem. Could it be that they're ashamed that they fled?
Can't win for losing.
Let me see. Let me scroll down here. Somebody said, we don't need that divisive spirit in Africa. All he did was post a picture in front of a tree. What's divisive about that?
Right.
Tariq said there's a gazillion tribes out here. And you talking about divisiveness? What are you talking about?
Man. See, the truth debunks them all the time, because they always, like even in our comments right now, talking about the divide and all this stuff, and you got 10 million tribes out there that's divided.
Right. They said they should jump your stupid ass. They just mad. Just the fact that he's there is automatically offensive to them. Because the thing about it, and let me go through something. Hold on. Let me show some of the other posts. Just to give y'all examples. I ain't even see this one right here. Let me see. Senegal is a vibe. Some of you people who fled Africa to go to the U.S. to act like tethers and project jealousy and hatred towards foundational Black Americans should consider coming back to your homeland and enjoy the beauty of it. Okay. Are Black Americans denying they originate from Africa? So who are these brown, straight-haired Native Americans I see? I don't even know what that comment was supposed to mean.
No one has ever denied having African DNA. No one. Not any foundational Black American that I know of. That still does not. The fact is, we still had an ethnogenesis, no matter what. We are a new ethnic group. We are not continental Africans, period, point blank. And y'all saying it ain't going to change it.
Yeah, so they Senegalese
Somebody
people
just said the Ivory Coast is the country of Michael Jackson. Man, stop.
And ain't they? I forgot what tribe that they family is from. They from
native tribes though,
yeah,
right?
They're from one of them native tribes out here.
Yeah, they look it. You can see it.
But I'm just looking at these some of these comments. The FBA family is hilarious, by the way. They putting Akon City up there. Let me see. This brother got a Nigerian flag. FBA Africa, funny man, Tariq. I can't knock you. You've been kind to me too. Have fun. Better strap up before knocking them African gals. All right.
Yeah, he ain't finna do that.
Somebody put a feather on his head. Oh man. Hold on, I got to show some of the other posts. This one is more recent. I don't see too many tethers in this comment section right here. Not yet. Not yet. I'm sure they'll be pulling up. Let me go down. Let me go down on the timeline. Oh, there's a couple of them I haven't seen. I haven't seen some of
Yeah,
these. What is
he's been
this?
posting. He actually did a TikTok live the other night, and he was just talking about, he needed some t-shirts, and he went out because he everything that he brought was kind of more sweatery or whatever, and it was warm, so he needed just a few t-shirts. So he went out there, and this is just some little out here. These little cheap t-shirts to be $5. You know what I'm saying? $8 max. And the guy, he wanted to charge him $100 for three t-shirts. He was like, I'm not giving you $100, bro.
100
You know what I'm
US?
saying? Yes, $100. He tried,
Oh,
and so
hell no.
Tariq was like, I'll give you 25. He was like, oh no, 25 not enough. So Tariq gave him $40 and he took it. And then Tariq showed the t-shirts. One of them was stained.
Damn.
He didn't know though till he got back to the hotel. He was opening them up to show, specifically what he bought. One was stained.
Somebody said, "What's it like truly being home, Tariq?" This is not Tariq's first trip to Africa, by the way.
At all.
Uh, let me see. So I didn't catch that TikTok live. Uh, when you were on there, what was he saying about his trip so far?
I mean, he was just talking about it's good. He was, he said that Senegal has better jollof to him, in his opinion, than Nigeria. Because Nigerians love to, I guess, say that they have the best, jollof. He said that he enjoyed it. Um, he was talking about one of the plates that he posted. What was what on the plate, what he enjoyed, what he didn't enjoy. He's not saying anything negative. Like, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, it's nothing negative that he's saying. He's enjoying himself.
Like he does every trip that he goes to, every place that he
Right.
goes to, he tells you about his experience there, the good,
Right.
the bad, whatever.
And
Yeah.
exactly, he's not saying anything, negative. But if a person is trying to obviously hustle you, which they do that, in a lot of these foreign countries, like I went to Mexico, you know what I'm saying, late last year, and it's the same thing. If they think Americans just have money, you know what I'm saying, so they're gonna try to overcharge you for those trinkets. If they want the sale, they're gonna you talk them down and keep it pushing, or go to someone else.
And so, look, somebody said, "Why don't you show us the hotel you are staying in? You are a pathetic, low life loser being used by the deep state to sow discord between Africans and Black Americans.
Why
You
does
went
he
to
need to show his hotel?
you went to show the village side of Africa. Why don't you show your audience the city and modern infrastructure?" They think we don't know. Is that the thing? Are we supposed to not know? Are we supposed to be totally in the dark about Africa? We don't know that they have some nice areas over there. Is that what y'all saying?
Right, but we also know that the nice areas over there, typically the Africans don't live there. It's the white people, the colonizers, that live over there in the nice areas.
Where is this? I'm trying to get this shit off of here. Oh, gotta go back here. My bad. Oh yeah, yeah. Like the man, only thing he did was post a video while he's walking through the marketplace,
Right.
and that's like when Kendrick Lamar went over there. Kendrick Lamar, he was just shooting videos from where he was at.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like behind the scenes footage of his trip or whatever the case may be. And they was talking about, oh, he trying to show Africa in a negative light. Why don't you show the nice part? Is that they're like, nigga, he's showing you his trip. That's what he seen when he went there.
Right. Why are y'all so ashamed? And my
Right.
thing is, if I go to the nice part, am I gonna see y'all? Who am I gonna see when I get there?
Look at this. Well, I seen a bunch of Senegalese flags in one of these comment sections, threatening them and all that. If we catch you out here, what we gonna do? And this, that, and the third. Man.
My thing is, I seen a lot of messages too saying that he's trying to capitalize off of Ishowspeed's, notoriety, and I'm just like, how? For all we know, this trip had been planned last year. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I saw someone was saying, well, a couple of people actually, this was a common thing in the thread was saying that he's there to undo the good work that I Show Speed has done by showing Africa in a positive light. He's there to undo the good work.
what? How?
I'm like, oh my
How?
goodness. Like no one man should have all that power. You
Right.
know what
That
I
is
mean?
how. Like like sometimes I wonder, do they even think about the stuff they say before they say it? Like, did you think that stupid shit through?
Dumb as hell. It's just like what the argument with Vic Mensa was making, right? Because they go with this, you know, um, we both don't understand each other because the media paints Africa in a certain way and the media paints Black Americans in a certain way. So that's supposed to justify why they have anti-Black American sentiments and why they call us Akatas and all of that. It's because the
Because the white
media,
man.
right? They trick them into believe all of these negative things about us, and vice versa. They supposedly tricked us to think all these negative things about Africa. But we show y'all time and time again that regardless to how Africa was ever depicted, we always bigged Africa up. We always saw
Mhm.
that anytime they was taking shots at Africa, we took that personal. We took that as a shot at us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was the ones that made it fly to put on dashikis and all of that shit, and
The
we was
African
wearing,
medallions,
yeah,
everything.
changing our names and all of that stuff,
Hmm.
the African names and shit like that.
Exactly.
We was representing that shit, making rap songs about Africa and making all type of music and
And
freestyle
y'all
for
still didn't
Africa
reach
and
back. And
we
you
are the
still didn't
world.
reach back.
You know what I mean? Niggas lining up, volunteering to go over there and fight for y'all. We going over there, sparking revolutions and different shit over there. Like we got a lot of history of upholding and bigging up Africa. So
Receipts.
whatever propaganda that they tried to throw out there about Africa, that shit didn't work on us.
Right. Now show us where you guys did it for us. Because we have the receipts. Now show us where it was reciprocated.
It don't exist. It
And
don't
that's not about
exist.
hate Africa, because nobody hates Africa. Stop that lie.
Right.
No one hates Africa more than Africans, continental Africans.
And so what y'all when y'all see us letting y'all hold your own nuts and focusing on ourselves, that's not because of the negative image that the white man paints of Africa. That's because of our own negative experience that we've had with y'all for
Exactly.
decades. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that's coming from the top and we following orders from the top. You know, this is a grassroots movement. You know what I'm saying? Based on our own experience, based on us being able to connect in these online spaces and connect the dots and trade notes with each other to find out that no, we ain't tripping. This it wasn't just my own personal anecdotal experience. This has been happening in every city where my people is at, where we get all of these different immigrant groups coming over here. It's always the same story. And so that's what
See,
made us get on code with each other. It didn't have nothing
right.
to do with media propaganda. So that's a weak
Exactly.
ass lie and a weak ass argument.
And Chuck Wu, or whoever the hell his name is, talking about Tariq has forever tarnished the FBA name. FBA is officially a pariah organization, says you.
FBA
And
was
you're here. So if we were
FBA
a
was never an
pariah
organization.
organization, why are you here tuning in to the Godcast?
Good question. But you just no matter how many times you keep calling it an organization over and over again, that's never gonna make it true.
Right.
I ain't part of no organizations.
It's, I mean, they discredit or forgot about the hidden history movie collection, documentary collection. He never stood on Africa then. He made Africa, he always talked about the good things that came out of Africa throughout his movies. Y'all weren't complaining then.
Did he talk about this? This part right here, the door of no return.
I don't recall. He be going on so late half the time, so I can hear what I hear, and then I fall asleep, and the phone still, you know. me on when I wake up. So I hear what I hear until I fall asleep because he's on so late.
This was funny though. He said this dude was trying to sell him a bird,
That was I hollered.
a literal bird.
A pigeon.
Hey,
Those are like little baby pigeons.
can't knock your hustle, man. Yeah, yeah. He's trying to
I
sell some goddamn birds.
I just want to know what was he supposed to do with it if he did.
Right, right. Is that a thing out there? I don't know. Is that a thing?
I mean, but he wouldn't be able to travel back home with it
Right. I do not know. I do not know. But how you catch all them damn birds in the first place?
because those are just ones that's you know what I'm saying, chilling.
But again, I wish I could play the goddamn videos because I really wanted to show some of the comparisons with the Ishowspeed thing and
Ridiculous.
with Tariq Nasheed. But yeah, really the major one was that one, like I said, that one when he was in Liberia and these people were telling him they was his ancestors and all of that. That
Remember,
was
these are also the same people that went at Beyonce, who
yeah,
also tried to big up Africa. So don't say it's foundational Black Americans because Black Americans have always tried to shed a beautiful light on Africa. You guys reject it unless it's something that you guys can scam us out of.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm talking about the tether class.
It's never been a two-way street, man. It's never been a two-way street as far as this fake diaspora war that y'all try to claim is taking place. Ain't no
Right.
war. Ain't no war. We
The
gonna
war is
get
the
some
wars with
straightening
white
though.
supremacy. I wish they'll figure that part out.
But
Ain't
yeah,
nobody
family.
bullied no Tyler. Nobody cares about Tyler. They tried to make her FBA Queen Aaliyah, and it didn't work. They were trying to compare her to the Queen FBA Aaliyah, and it didn't work. It's not hitting like that.
Somebody said that about Tyler. Somebody brought Tyler up.
Yeah, someone said that FBAs were hating on Tyler. No, what they tried to do was make Tyler, what Aaliyah is to us, you know what I'm saying, it was before her passing. It just didn't hit the same.
Yeah, she had a cool little song that came and went, and that was it.
That's all.
Hate
One hit
on what?
wonder.
Hate on what? She had a cool little song, cute girl. She came and went.
That's all.
Beyonce is mixed. She can play black or white, mulatto or delineating as well. Beyonce ain't never say she was none of that but black.
Her father is clearly a black man, an FBA man.
Her mama too. Shit.
Right. Seriously.
They ain't never say they was nothing but. I heard Solange album. You ain't never listened to Solange album? Her mama on there talking real black.
Right.
All right. What's going on? Jesse Paris in the building. Salute.
Peace.
Salute. Yeah, Beyonce is 100% FBA. Yes, she is.
They know. That's why they were upset with her when she did that docu-series on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So if she's African, and not FBA, why were y'all so upset?
Right. You ain't the
Can't have it
queen of
both ways.
Africa. You ain't the queen of Africa.
Right.
Did y'all see recently the tennis match at, I think it was the French Open
I didn't see it. I saw what it was on social media.
with Naomi Osaka?
Mm-hmm.
She had got into it with that girl. I don't know where she's from, some European girl that she whooped her ass, and the girl was getting upset because in between shots, Osaka, she was just like, "Come on!" I forgot what she was saying. I think she was saying, "Come on, let's go," something like that. She
Yeah.
hyping herself up.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's a
mean? And
competition.
yeah, the girl started complaining to the umpire and trying to get her a penalty or whatever case may be. And then after Naomi whooped her ass, she ain't want to shake her hand, and she was just whining and complaining and all that. And Naomi was like, I don't know why she's so mad or whatever case may
Right.
be. So, sorry she mad about it. But
Nice. Not sorry. It's a competition. That's what you do in competition. It's a sport. Come on.
yeah. But the thing is, when you beat them, you're not supposed to celebrate. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be humble. Like that's what they used to do to Jack Johnson back in the days. You better not smile.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he would smile and talk shit when he was whooping on them white boys and shit. And they used to tell him, you better not smile if you beat him.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then they would go out and have lynch parties after his fights and shit like that. They would go out and have riots and burn down black neighborhoods and shit after Jack Johnson's fights and shit. So it's always been a thing where it's like, okay, we know we can't beat you in the ring or on the field or on the court, but
Right.
don't you brag about it.
Right. Don't get too cocky.
Yeah, don't talk
Don't
no
get
shit
beside
now.
yourself. Yeah.
Take your win and be humble. You know what I'm saying? So they still carrying that shit out. But big up to Naomi, and she's non FBA by the way. Her father is Haitian. Her
Haitian,
mother
yeah.
her mother is Japanese. You know
She's
what I'm
just getting a
saying?
nigga experience though out here.
Right,
That's a
right. And I
that's
think this is
it.
her first time being back after a while because I don't know, she was having some mental issues or whatever the case may be. So I don't think she
Hmm.
competed for a while. So this is like her first
I
time
think,
back in like a major tournament.
yeah, I think after the birth of her child, she was going through some postpartum, stuff. Yeah, and she needed to take some time off.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
Hey,
she had
did
to
you
pull out of
guys
this one
see?
too. After she won,
Oh,
I think she had to pull out.
yeah, did you guys see? What's our FBA coon Jesse? What's his name? The country dude. Tariq talks about him
Oh,
all the time.
Peters, what's his
Jesse
name?
Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Did you guys see? So he had this Hispanic guy on his podcast, and it's a viral clip going around. It's on X. Let me see. Oh shoot, my thing just died. There's a viral clip going on X, but you can maybe pull it up. So the guy,
I can't
was
play
just,
nothing.
oh man, it's this viral clip, on there. And it was like one of the times Jesse Lee Peterson sound just like us. He was just like, if
Get the
you
fuck
guys got
out of
all
here.
these, things out there in Mexico and you're doing this and that, why can't you do all that in your homeland and build it up?
Oh wow.
I was like,
Not
everybody was
Jesse.
like, what? Not Jesse Lee.
Not
Like,
Jesse Lee.
Jesse was on cold like a mug. Do you hear me?
That's hilarious.
It was great. It was so great to see. And what was so crazy, the guy was just stuck. Because it was just like, what, like he literally had to, drop his head a little bit.
Oh, stupid
It was
nigga.
wild.
That is funny.
Yes.
Y'all got Jesse Lee on delineation time.
Jesse Lee is on delineation. Do you hear me?
Hold on. I'm logged into all my son stuff. I can't even navigate around here like I need to.
And also, did you obviously you guys saw I think this was yesterday, right? Where the in Minnesota,
Oh yeah.
RN male white guy was unalived by ICE agents. Um, from video that I saw, and that's what they're putting out there is he had a firearm in his hands. Obviously he was, protesting and being aggressive with them. My thing is these people have a green light to shoot and
Mm-hmm.
unalive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why they've allowed Tim Waltz because he basically, in my opinion, incited violence. He's telling the people out there to stand up to ICE and do all the rah rah with them and stuff like that. So you're inciting violence. So to me, these people's blood is on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see from the top, they have a license to unalive. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you going at them in that way? You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't even be putting my life on the line out there. I think there's other ways to do it when you're dealing with what you're dealing with, and you know for a fact that these people have been greenlit to shoot and unalive.
Yeah. And from what I saw from the video that I saw, it definitely was a bad shooting. I would definitely say
Mhm.
that. It wasn't nothing in that video I could see to justify them doing what they did. But I feel like there's something much bigger that's actually at play. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the masses at large are being emotionally manipulated. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like you said, this is a green light type of situation. They're told to go out there and
Hmm.
you know do these stuff to create this outrage to see
Right.
how people are going to react. It's like field testing. They're doing
Hmm.
some field testing to see, you know, Is there going to be uprisings? Who's going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
How are the masses going to react to these images? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because again, like you said, these are white Americans
Right.
out here getting belt to ass right now. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, it's not really it really ain't really got nothing to do with us. It ain't really our problem.
Not at all.
This is why we telling our people not to go out there.
Don't go out there because they really gonna shoot you. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You even have one holstered on your hip if they see it, that's a threat. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're pointing it or not, I just don't understand. But again, Tim Walz has definitely gone on record to incite, violence, in my opinion. Also, what I do not like that they're doing now is all of it's this whole defund ICE, do this and do that. They're threatening to not fund the government unless ICE, gets no funding and all that. And it's like, where's all that, for Black America? You know what I'm saying? Because we can name not just two people that were unalived by state police officers. Because ICE and state police to me is the same thing. One just works for the federal government, one works for the state, but they're both paid by the federal government
All
at the
right.
end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why all this outrage? I don't remember this much. I think we had outrage with our sister Breonna Taylor, right? And so many others. But it died down so quick. And the push, for accountability with law enforcement to maybe take away their pensions, to get them jailed. I don't feel like it's been as hard as the push is with, defunding ICE. Defunding ICE. I don't feel like it's as loud, or you know what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
me.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right, I got logged into here now. I'm trying to do some shit here. Oh, sorry about that.
And
My
that's how
bad.
you know it's a different play, or whatever. And then it's like it's been a few blacks, I guess celebrities, making their comments on social media, and it look like I'll go into the comments and FBA tearing everybody heads up. Why are you worried about it? They wasn't talking to you. We had the slogan defund the police and all this stuff, but where is it now?
Mm, damn.
That message sure did die.
Uh, Sorry, y'all. I know I'm looking a little distracted over here. I'm trying to do something. So, all right, I'm gonna have to do this shit later.
Yeah, there's no
Damn.
need for us. Toya, I think that was. Yeah, Tara Toy. There's no need for us to be out here getting shot down like dogs because it will be the same thing. One is going to be justified, and then all the Democrats are going to do is use those deaths to benefit them, for support at the polls, but they're not going to do anything about it at the end of the damn day.
Yeah, it's just gonna be. It's just
It's
gonna
more
be.
trauma porn,
It's just gonna be. We told you, FBA's y'all was next.
right? They're not going to do anything about it. This is literally what they use these. They're going to use those people's death to try to regain power in the White House, Congress, the Senate, all those things. This is always about them, never about the people.
Yeah, never waste a good tragedy, right?
Right.
Never waste a good tragedy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Switching gears real quick, y'all. Switching gears real quick. ASAP Rocky
Oh yeah, I
recently.
saw that.
ASAP Rocky, he recently dropped a new album or whatever, and
You like
people.
it?
I ain't listened to it.
Okay.
I ain't listened to it. I'm gonna listen to it though. I'm gonna check it out. I like some of his stuff, but people talking about the Drake diss. I didn't even hear that either. You're saying he was dissing Drake or whatever. But I saw when he went on DJ Academics.
I thought it was Joe Button.
He was on Joe Button too.
Okay.
He was on Joe Button too. I saw some of the clips when he was on Joe Button. Only thing I saw when he was on Joe Button when he was talking about Rihanna. They was saying Rihanna might be doing some new music and she wanted to work with Alchemists and certain producers and shit like that. That's the only thing I saw from the Joe
On
Button
there, he
thing.
was talking about Trump too. how he, got his pardon and everything, that's going on, and people are being told to, not like Trump and blah blah blah. He kind of touched into that, and Joe Budden never had a rebuttal. He just let him, say what he was saying. He's all cheesing and stuff like that. So it's like, usually you're a Trump hater. Why didn't you go at ASAP Rocky for his support?
I mean, he helped ASAP Rocky get out of jail, right? You can't
Exactly. You're
really.
right. What I'm saying is they usually go, even when that's the case, they still go after people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that Joe Button. I don't really watch the show too much like that. I just see stuff that goes viral, but I didn't know he was like anti-Trump or whatever.
Oh, not Joe Button. Yeah, no, not, yeah, Joe Button. Yeah, no. Ebro, Ebro,
Ebro.
Ebro. My
Okay, I
bad.
didn't see that. I didn't see none of
Yeah,
that. Okay, Ebro. Oh, so you
Ebro.
saying okay, Ebro. Okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. I don't know. I don't know what Joe Button's politics are, but whatever. But the thing that I saw that kind of stood out to me, he was on with DJ Academics, and he was supposed to be kind of checking DJ Academics a little bit.
Yeah.
He was saying, you
About
know,
journalism and
yeah,
yeah.
and he's like, you're not pushing the real shit out here. You doing more sensationalism, da da da. And to me, it's being promoted as him checking DJ Academics,
It wasn't a
but
check.
I didn't really see it as a check either because he was basically stamping him. You know what I'm saying? He was basically certifying him,
Right.
saying, "Yo, your platform is the foremost platform out here." He was saying shit
Right.
like that, like
Yeah.
you the
We
head
look
guy
to
out
you.
here.
We
Yeah,
look to you. No.
yeah. Like no, 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 no,
No.
no. If you're gonna be going up there, so called checking him, you have to delegitimize his whole
Right.
platform. You know what I'm saying? His whole credibility, lack thereof. You know, that's what should be in question. You know what I mean? Because he be speaking on a lot of shit that he ain't got no business speaking on, you
Mm-hmm.
know, where he ain't really got no credibility to stand on. And so
Right.
that's what needs to be exposed. I was like, nah, he wasn't really checking him like
No,
that.
that was a stamp. That was a stamp of approval in a way to me.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
saw. And then
did
I
y'all
saw this. Hold on, we'll stay on ASAP for a second. Because then I saw this, some weird images of ASAP out here. He's standing
oh
in
yeah.
the middle of his pen. I don't know if this is a video shoot or what this is. It looks older.
Yeah. He's aligned with that lady that looked real weird. She's like,
A lot of
um,
them are, yeah.
yeah.
A lot of them are. And but on the slide to this really was like, I was like, oh shit. I don't know if this is old or new, but I was like, damn, ASAP.
Old or new. It was weird.
This right here. So you laying up with this white dude, and you basically in like a thruple
Right.
with a white man and a white woman in this perfume commercial, and you in a some type of what do you call it, pansexual thruple.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-mm.
The white girl, she's intimate with ASAP and with the white dude, and ASAP and the white dude, they dancing together and all hugged up,
Look
all
like they about to
intimate and
make
shit.
out.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? This nigga ASAP is weird, man.
He's always, well, for a long time, I don't want to say always, but has done very much suspect stuff, in my opinion. The purses, the nail polish, you know what I'm saying? I've always, until he and Rihanna got together, I thought he was, batting for the other team,
I mean
you
that
know?
that commercial right there kind of solidifies it for me. Like
Right.
straight man ain't gonna do no shit like that.
No.
Not for no commercial or nothing. Like straight
Mm-mm.
man, like
Right.
nah, you gonna draw the line somewhere.
And they
Like what?
couldn't pair him with a black woman?
It
Just
it, it,
saying.
rem- it remind me of when Madonna did that thing with Big Daddy Kane back in the days. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They had Big Daddy Kane in a naked photo shoot with Madonna
Yes.
and
Yes.
that was very
Mm-hmm.
weird back then. I think it
It
was
was
like
her sex book. I think it was called, her
yeah,
book was called a sex book or something like that.
yeah. That caused Kane's career to kind of fall off too when he did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That was
That
crazy.
that hurt Kane's career for a little minute when he
Because
did
he
that.
was a chocolate sex symbol, but he didn't
Hmm.
have to display it in that way. It could have been, and not with her, it could have been done differently, in my opinion.
It looked very slave playish,
Right, right.
just like that shit right there. And speaking of being a cuck and slave play and all of that, did y'all see this?
Oh, what?
Adam 22.
Oh,
I think he has a fetish for being demoralized and
by black
humiliated.
men.
Right. And so y'all remember Adam 22, his wife did a porn tape with Jason Love,
Yeah,
the black porn star Jason Love,
right,
smashed this nigga's wife on film.
right. Unprotected and everything. Ugh.
And so now he done got in the ring with the man. Look at this shit here. In case y'all didn't see this, Adam 22 in the ring with Jason Love, the same dude that smashed his wife. Now he in here getting his ass beat by the same dude. Like, I think he just has a fetish, and they showing the side by side with uh what's his name, Jake Paul getting his ass whipped
Right.
by Anthony Joshua. They showing the side by side, but then they look the same too, like the same ass whooping. But yeah, like what kind of fetish is this?
Yeah, I'm with you. That with that ASAP being backdoor, yeah, it's some stuff that I think when they, unfortunately, when you're so deeply entangled in this industry, when you become of the industry, for some reason, I believe like anything goes. You know, the women are, more attracted to emasculated, feminine men, and it's just a weird dynamic. And this is not to me about Rihanna having more money. Like she's obviously a billionaire now, and stuff
Hmm.
like it's not that. It's just he's always been suspect to me, and I just don't understand how women are attracted to that.
It's a weird industry, like you said.
Yeah.
It's a very weird industry, man. I was just talking to my son about that too. You know what I'm saying? Actually, he the one that brought it up. We was talking about it, because y'all know my son is an artist. He do
Hmm.
music and all of that stuff too. And so, good thing now, there's other avenues that exist. There's other platforms that exist where you could really have a music career without being a part of that industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that I'm trying to really help him understand, because he still somewhat has the mindset of, getting put on or getting
Hmm.
signed, or whatever the case may be. But he's starting to learn now that that's not even really necessary anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, he getting some clarity on that. But yeah, we was just talking about all the weird shit that goes on in the industry, because
Hmm.
we on the countdown right now for this J. Cole album,
Hmm.
getting ready
I've
to
seen your
drop
content.
in less than 2 weeks. My nigga J. Cole about to drop the fall off. Yeah, less than 2 weeks now. And so we was talking about how I don't know if even you might not even know about this, but J. Cole had gotten a fight with P. Diddy before, right?
No, this is the
Yeah.
first I've heard of this.
Yeah, J. Cole,
Wow.
and wait till you hear why now. Let me see. Let me go back over here to the chat.
Oh, interesting. Like a fist fight or just a verbal
Yes.
altercation?
No, no, no. J. Cole actually put hands on Puff.
Oh,
Yes. And it was in defense. Check this. It was in defense of Kendrick Lamar.
what?
Yes. So this was when the Control verse came out. Kendrick did the Control verse and dissed everybody in the Control song, and he was talking about he was the king of New York and all of that on the Control song. And there was a lot of reaction to that at the time. I don't know if you remember, but people were responding, making tracks, responding or whatever. Mostly people that he wasn't even naming and talking to was trying to capitalize off of that. But Diddy approached him backstage. I think it was at the VMAs,
Mm.
or one of the award shows. Diddy was kind of pressing Kendrick about it, and J. Cole stepped in and snuffed him.
Wow.
Yeah, put hands on Diddy.
Shout out to Cole.
Yeah, yeah. I think people forgot about that too, because that also puts things in perspective when you talk about how J. Cole dropped out the battle.
Hmm.
Because you got a lot of people now, Fat Joe and a lot of cornballs out here now
I
trying
can't
to
stand him.
really discredit Cole because he chose to opt out of that battle situation, and they talking about he can't come outside no more and he ain't allowed to rap like he the best no more. He, because He didn't step up to the plate when it was time to step up to the plate. But when you think about that story
He
of
already
him
did.
defending Kendrick in that situation, that kind of gives more
Yeah.
perspective to, why he
Why
didn't
he
want to
didn't?
engage. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like this somebody he really fucks with. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you listen to the 7 minute drill, which was his knee jerk reaction to when Kendrick called him out, he made the 7 minute drill song. Even though it's a dope song, if you listen to some of the things that he's saying, he don't really mean that. Like when he talking about
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's second album, niggas put niggas to sleep, and some of the things he was saying, like that's the things that you gotta say to win in a battle. But do
Battle.
you really feel that way in your heart? Because you probably love that album for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You probably was
That's
inspired by
crazy.
that album for real, for real. But now in a battle, you were put in a situation where you got to try to act like that shit don't exist. Same thing with Jay-Z. Like when Jay-Z was dissing Nas, he in his song in the takeover, he had to elevate and promote the narrative that Nas was falling off or that he had
Right. Like an
only
East Coast, West Coast type.
yeah, the only good album he had was Illmatic and all of that stuff. And that's why it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't real in the first place. Like Jay-Z, it was obvious that you was a fan of this man, that you excuse me, y'all. I've been under the weather the last couple of days. But obviously, you were inspired by Nas, and now you're trying to act like he's nobody and try to diss him. And that's why you lose, because you're not coming from a real grounded place. When you
Mm-hmm.
get into a battle, you can't stand on a shaky foundation like that of something that you don't really truly believe in your heart
Right.
and expect to go in this arena as a gladiator and come out victorious. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. It's almost like right now. Have you been seeing some of the promo with Clarissa Shields and
Yeah.
the girl that she about to fight? What's her
Yeah.
name? French
I don't know
on
her name, but I love Clarissa.
French on, and I kind of like the French on girl too. I kind of like her. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I follow her. I was checking out some of her social media and stuff like that. She's a likable person to me, and she can fight.
Mhm. Yeah. It's gonna be a good
And
fight.
yeah, she fought Clarissa on her first professional debut fight and lost to Clarissa. But that was her first fight. You know what I'm saying? She was inexperienced, whatever. So this should be a good one. But the point I was trying to make was when I look at them two going back and forth, they seem like they really friends, or that
I
they
was
really got
not,
respect for each other.
I didn't see anger. You know how they be really like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we can get down right here. I did
yeah,
not feel that
yeah.
at
They
all.
cool. They cool, and you could
Yeah.
tell. You could
Mm-hmm.
tell like they really do got respect for each other. But you got to promote the fight.
You gotta promote the fight.
It's one of them kind of situations. And so, even with that being the case, once you get in that ring, it's on.
Oh
It's
yeah.
on.
We
It's
ain't
on and
smiling
popping.
till after.
Yeah.
We hug after.
And so the same thing with the Cole and Kendrick situation. Like, in order for him to really go in that arena, he gonna have to be willing to get into the dirt and get into the mud. And he just wasn't willing to go there.
Yeah.
She
Listen,
said,
y'all boy, Drake is still not letting this lawsuit stuff go. Y'all know he's still at it. You know what I'm saying? He still feels like, not like us, affected him in a negative way when it comes to record sales and things like that. So he's going back after the record label again.
Drake, you said, right?
Drake. Mhm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Corny, man.
Yeah, that's
Corny, man. This dude, man, he's just
cornball.
digging himself deeper and deeper into the
It's
grave.
embarrassing.
Why are you doing this? Just drop the damn Iceman album and keep it moving, man.
Yeah,
But this
it's
nigga, he
embarrassing.
he fucked this nigga's life up. He fucked this nigga's whole head up. He can't get right.
He got in his head.
He can't get right now.
And my question is, because he's so, butthurt about it and can't, is the hit dog hollering?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like that's a devastating. I never seen nobody lose a battle and be this discombobulated. Like not even Ja Rule. You know what I mean? And that really hurt Ja Rule's career. You know what
it
I'm saying? When
did.
he lost that battle to 50, that really fucked him up too.
It did.
But I have not seen this level of desperation
Mm-mm. This
from
is
losing a
weird.
battle. from losing a battle. It's like,
Because you
nigga,
Drake, you've been
right,
up here for so long. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take that on the chin. Let me get back in the studio and drop some hot
right.
fire.
Just make some shit for the chicks. Do what you've been doing.
Right.
Leave that other shit alone. I mean, if I was on his team, if I was one of his advisors, that's we'd just get back to business as usual.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put this behind us.
And first of all, you started
And did.
it. So like how you this butt hurt over something you started?
Right. And it's not like you wasn't saying shit and just diss song. You was dropping diss songs too. You was saying shit
Right.
too. Talk about the man wife, talking about he beating up his wife and all the shit. Like,
And that wasn't the first diss.
yeah.
That wasn't the
So,
first diss. So yeah, if you can dish shit, you got to be able to take it. And again, this is hip hop.
right.
This is hip hop. So did you see Fat Joe, I think Pete Rock, um French Montana, um what's his name that's on the podcast with Joe
Jadakiss.
Budden? Yeah, and they were talking about how hip hop was started by Jamaicans, and they back on this stuff again, y'all.
So I didn't see it.
Dewan did a breakdown.
I saw Dewan's headline.
He
I
did a
saw
breakdown
Dewan's
of it.
headline, but
Yeah,
I didn't see what was said. And so I
they
guess
were co-signing it.
I
Oh
don't know
boy,
why
Jada
y'all
Kiss.
surprised.
Jada Kiss was co-signing it. Like, yeah. Like, dude, like, are y'all gonna keep letting and then it's like you have French Montana who's Moroccan,
Hmm.
Arab. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are y'all just letting these fools babble and not checking it? Like, hold on, wait a minute. No, that's not exactly true. You know.
Because I be trying to tell y'all, and y'all just refuse to listen. But I be trying to tell y'all that people really don't know this stuff. People think that's really true.
Somebody saying Jada Kiss microphone check.
People think that shit is really true because that has been the popular narrative. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name on Twitter X? I think his name is Mike Braggs, if I'm not mistaken, but I have retweeted it. But he actually posted the video of Cool Herc giving credit to Foundation of Black Americans, basically. You know what I'm saying? He
Who
found
posted
the
it?
Mike Braggs, I believe that's his name on X, but he has the actual video. He must have did some digging, but it's finally up. I want to say he put it up maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh man, if you can
I'll
find it,
share. I'll get it because I retweeted it, so I'll have it in my timeline and I'll send it to you.
yeah, DM me that.
Yes.
I probably saw it before. I'm pretty sure I have seen it before, but I want to
Mhm.
have it for the to put it in my archives because
Yeah,
there was a
I'll get it to
certain
you.
audio. It wasn't a video, but there was an audio from Kool Herc that I heard before where he was
No, this
saying
one he's standing
some
up.
truth, and
It's an
I couldn't find it.
audience. It's an audience, and I think there was like behind him. He's on a microphone. It was a DJ behind him, and they were like almost like an interview or something like that. But he was standing. Yeah, this is a totally different type of video, and it's not just audio. It's him.
Hmm. But yeah, actually believe that lie, man. That lie has been promoted. It's the popular narrative, and so we still got work to do.
Yeah.
We
Someone send Jada Kiss microphone. Check a link or something.
we
And I
still
feel like
and it's
a
so
part of him
easy
is
to
still
debunk.
throwing digs. I think Fat Joe especially, he's just
Oh
throwing
yeah,
digs.
Fat Joe absolutely knows better. Fat Joe is just lying. He doing what he
Yeah.
normally do. I ain't talking about him. I ain't talking about him. Him, Pete Rock, them niggas is just lying. They know they lying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They know they lying. They have an investment in that lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
tethering.
a lot of people just believe it without questioning it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days,
And
I believe that without questioning it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even give it a second thought because it's like we're not insecure like that. We're not even
mhm,
insecure like that. It's like, okay, whatever. Cool Herc Jamaican. All right, that's, give, but it can't stand up to any amount of critical thought. The minute
mm-mm.
that you do start thinking about it, think about this for a second. Hold on. Nah, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we still got work to do. Like that's not a dead issue.
It's
That is
crazy.
absolutely not a dead issue. And we getting ready to get out of here in a minute. We're gonna close out in a minute. But did you see out there in Connecticut this brother? had just got elected to the General Assembly, and he is the first Native American to be elected to the Connecticut General Assembly. Let me show
Oh
y'all
yeah, he
this.
was actually black. I saw him.
Let me show y'all this. Larry Pemberton Jr. becomes first Native American elected to Connecticut General Assembly. And this is the brother right here.
Don't look
What
like them ones they always shoving down our throat.
Larry Pemberton Jr. was sworn into the office in the chamber of,
What's this thing?
of the Connecticut House of Representatives on Wednesday, becoming the first Native American elected to the state's General Assembly. Pemberton, a Democrat representing the 139th House District of Norwich, Lady Yard, and Montville, is a member of the Eastern Poquet tribal nation. And so they was out there celebrating, but these are regular looking Negroes right here.
Regular looking Negroes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's out there in Connecticut. And so again, we know black people, we always been here. When we say the foundation, when we say we the foundation, that's exactly what we mean.
You pretendians. You ain't that what they tell us? You pretendians.
Exactly. Y'all just don't want to be African.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Let me see. The superintendent that was a legal immigrant. What
Oh
happened with him?
yeah.
What
He
happened with
pled
him?
guilty. He pled guilty. He
Former
pled guilty
Iowa.
to a gun charge and also lying, I guess, about his immigration status on his application.
So he out of here.
Yeah. Looks like he shall be getting deported.
Oh yeah, and did y'all see the lady that was breaking those babies' bones?
Yes. Do you see the sentence?
My goodness.
Like 3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
The most she gonna get is 3 years.
The most she's gonna get is 3 years
I
for
don't even think she
breaking
gonna get
black
that.
babies' bones.
I don't even think she gonna get that. And these
It
were
might be probation.
damn, this shit taking forever to load up. I don't want this thing to get messed up.
She might get 3 years probation for all we know.
Right. Because it says she's likely to receive no more than 3 years because that's what the prosecutor put the recommendation in for, and the judge accepted it.
That's crazy.
And she was abusing Nyco babies. These are
Right.
babies who are
In the NICU.
premature. These are babies who, they got some type of birth defect. You know what I'm saying? These are
Right.
like the most vulnerable um people on the planet. And she was
That's
breaking
crazy.
their bones.
Black
How many of
babies.
them?
Black babies, y'all. Let's be clear too, was black babies.
Yes. I forgot how many of them there was.
My iPod died, so I can't see.
Yeah, but she was, yeah, man. Anyway.
That's crazy. But when you got the complexion for the protection, you get the benefit of the doubt. You get a slap on the wrist.
She didn't know
Bad
any
girl.
better. Yeah, bad
Yeah.
girl. She didn't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not allowed to be a nurse anymore, but you
Right.
know, we're gonna make sure you good. Don't worry about it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Which one is this? All right, we out of here, man. It's too much stuff. Too much stuff to talk about. We got to get up out of here. Uh,
I have my post-op appointment tomorrow.
what post op
Yeah,
from?
you have pre-op before surgery, then you have
Okay,
post-op after surgery.
just to check everything, make sure everything
Everything, yeah, make
healing up.
sure. Mm-hmm.
How you feel?
I feel great. I feel great. I ain't been nowhere, but I feel great. I've been chilling, what I'm saying, but I feel great.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. But yeah, family, we're gonna have to get up out of here for today. We appreciate y'all rocking with us as always. Again, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button before you get up out of here.
Share this out.
Share this out. If you're watching this on the replay, leave us some comments Give us some feedback. Let us know what you thought about today's episode. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to everybody in the
Yes.
chat. Shout out to all the trolls and the tethers. We see
Right.
y'all. We see y'all. Um, Less than 2 weeks before the fall off comes out. J. Cole new album. Stay tuned for that.
I'm sure you'll be doing a breakdown of that.
Oh yeah, I think me and Rhea, me and my daughter gonna go live
Okay.
and react to that one right there. She fuck with J. Cole, so yeah, that should be a good one. I think it's gonna be like I think it's gonna be at least a double album too. I don't know. We about to get a good project from J. Cole. Do you listen to J. Cole? Not really. You don't know no J. Cole songs? Hey, y'all tripping out there in LA,
First
man.
thing first, something.
Yes,
That I
Uncle
know that
Phil.
one. That
Yeah,
one. That's the only one I know.
that's good enough. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's acceptable. That is acceptable.
Everything that I listen to is literally going to be like
West
90s and
Coast
early 2000s, to be honest. I'm
and
still
West Coast.
back. Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
West
be
Coast.
90s, 2000s, and West
And West
Coast.
Coast. And West
And
Coast for
and
sure.
and you got your punk ass son the same way.
Yeah, I do. But y'all, even on the radio, this is what we hear too. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all we get.
Damn, that ain't no excuse.
Now he loves, I don't know where he's from. NBA young boy.
He listen to NBA. He from here. He
He
from
loves
Atlanta.
him. Yeah, he
He
loves
from
him.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's my son. That's Ja's favorite right there.
That's
NBA
Ty's
YoungBoy.
favorite. If you talk to him about it, like he's gonna put him at the top.
Yeah, yeah. I don't get it.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
get it.
The young dude got so many kids and baby mamas. Like it's like, bro,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a kid.
Nah, he a grown man now.
Yeah, with 13, 14 kids.
Yeah.
One on the way.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge. Oh, he's from Baton Rouge. Yeah, I'm tripping. He is from Baton Rouge.
I don't know where he's from. I just know he's a kid. He's young and he has a lot of young.
Said my young adult son introduced me to J. Cole. I am so happy about that. Yes, indeed. You can sleep good at night if your son is a J. Cole fan.
So I need to question mine.
Yeah, yeah. You got a little YN running around your house. Nah, but that not really, because Ja's in college. He a college kid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, Ty Weezy out there doing his thing.
Yeah.
He a tradesman and all that. So
Yeah.
that's the good thing about the Gen. What are they? Gen Z?
No, because we're Gen Z.
Who? We Gen X. We Gen
I
X
mean,
and
yeah, we're
millennial.
Gen X. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. Gen X. Yeah, I got the letter wrong, y'all.
yeah. I think they Gen Z, but
Are they millennials?
they seem to be able to compartmentalize.
Are they millennials? They were born in the
No,
2000s.
no. I think they Gen Z. Right
I
after
don't
the
know. I can't keep
after.
up. After Gen X, I think I lost track with these new terms. No, after millennials, I forgot.
Yeah,
I can't keep
because
up.
some of the markers have me at the beginning of the millennials, and some have me at the end of the Gen X. So
X, right.
I'm like right there at the cusp.
I thought Gen X was 40 to 63, 62 or 63 or something like that. As far as age um
I don't think it's
range.
40 no more. You probably seen
Oh,
that 45 years ago or something like that.
no.
I don't think it's
They
40 no
moved the
more.
goalpost.
Yeah. We got boomers in the building. Shout out to the boomers. If you tuning
Hey,
in here,
boomers.
shout out to
Wait,
the
my mom's a
boomers.
boomer.
Yeah, they Gen Z. Right, correct. They are Gen Z. Says RIAA has yet NBA YoungBoy as the first artist to nab over 100 gold singles. He's the most certified artist of all time. He got the
Wow.
most. He got the most RIAA certifications of any artist ever.
And they say his concert's packed out.
Right, but outside of his core fan base, most of us can't name a song.
I can't. Don't even ask me. Mm-mm.
You
Nope.
know what I'm saying? And so the metrics that they use for these things now, it's so arbitrary. It don't really hold as much weight when they say that people broke this record or that record or they surpassed this one or that one. It doesn't mean what it used to mean when we used to have to get up, go to the store, purchase the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really mean as much as it used to mean, where you could just go on your phone and just accidentally hit the play button and that counts as a stream right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit don't hold too much weight to me. But he doing his thing though. Big up to him.
Yeah.
He doing his thing.
He got to take care of all them kids. I mean, yeah, he better do something. All them kids. He got a lot of mouths to feed.
Indeed. Indeed. Gen X born 65 to 1980.
See?
Gen X was born 65 to 1980. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. But anyway, y'all. Anyway, appreciate y'all tapping it in. Good chopping it up with y'all today. Make sure that y'all are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that y'all following us on all social media platforms. I'm at SincereLuvDaGod. Follow Nicety Girl at Nicety Girl with the number 1 on Instagram and without the number 1 on X, formerly known as Twitter. And always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. We up out of here. Peace and Black love.